Welcome back to another certification introduction video from Mosse Cybersecurity Institute. Today we're going to look at the MRI Remote Internship certification. Now into the video we're going to have a look at MCSI's online learning platform, we're going to have a look at the MRI syllabus, we're going to look at 5 of the practical exercises that are included in the curriculum, and we're going to touch on the career development milestones and the certificates of completion. If you're not familiar with MCSI's online learning platform, we provide 1,000 practical exercises to train anyone at all levels on 10,000 hours of cybersecurity. And each exercise is 100% practical and it's designed to teach you to solve industry problem statements, and that allows us to teach skills that can immediately be applied in the field. And you can see the diagram below. This is the teaching method we use. So you'll be researching the solutions, you'll be developing your own solutions. Once you've done that, you will submit it to MCSI instructors and we'll provide personalized expert feedback for every exercise you complete. And while you're doing all of this, you'll be creating a cybersecurity portfolio. So you'll be developing source code, video demonstrations, professional documentation, and receiving certificates of completion, and that you can use as a portfolio trying to advance your cybersecurity career. But by completing every exercise, because it is 100% practical and you do your own research, develop your own solution, you can apply that skill you've learned immediately in the field. Now let's have a look at the remote internship curriculum. Now, what you'll learn from completing the exercises in the remote internship is you'll learn how to perform network vulnerability scans, you'll learn how to exploit vulnerabilities with Metasploit, you also learn how to identify and exploit web application vulnerabilities without tools, and you also learn how to write custom offensive security tools to aid red teaming operations. You also learn how to assess the security settings of a Windows machine and harden them. You'll be taught how to hunt for malware using Yara and how to hunt for threat actors on Windows networks using Python. And you'll also learn the skills needed to defend web applications against common vulnerabilities. Now, upon completion of the MRI remote internship, you'll earn a certificate of completion, but we'll also provide students a letter of recommendation that's personalized for them from CEO of Mosse Cybersecurity Institute, Benjamin Mosse. And this is something that they can use anytime you apply for a job or a promotion in the industry, and that will guarantee that you've demonstrated that you know all of these skills that I've outlined here, and that you can, if any of these tasks need to be completed in the field, you'll be able to do that. But let's have a look at the exercises, shall we? And let's start here at the cyber defense exercise, where we'll get students to write a PowerShell script to list missing security patches. And this is the layout most of the exercise will have. So you can see this is a bit of a background here, what the exercise is, and the specifications here. And this is a cyber defense category exercise. It's a novice difficulty, which is worth 1 point. And we estimate someone who's never done this before will take about 1 to 6 hours to complete. Now, the best way to think of this is imagine you're a junior consultant working in a cybersecurity team and your managers come up to you going, hey, I need you to write a PowerShell script to list missing security patches. So it's really up to you as a security professional to go and produce your own research and develop your own solution and be able to provide that to your employer. And that's the way the exercises are designed. So you'll see no video walkthroughs, no slides, no PDFs or answers of any kind. It's 100% practical. And as part of the solution, you'll need to write a PowerShell script that can automatically identify missing security patches. You'll need to offer a remote scanning feature whereby when a remote IP is specified, then that IP is scanned. And you also need to offer a feature to list the security hotfixes and patches already installed on a target machine. The next exercise we'll look at is a security tools exercise where students will need to use Metasploit to exploit MS17010. And again, we've given the background, some learning objectives, the specifications for the exercise, and some references. And the references are to help point you in the right direction with your research. The next exercise is another novice exercise, but this is from the red teaming category, and we're going to teach students to write a standalone keylogger. So you can see we've got the exercise and we've got the learning objective, but same kind of methodology. You know, imagine you're a junior, working in a red team, and your manager for an upcoming red team operations needs you to write a standalone keylogger, and they've given you some specifications on what you need to include. So your keylogger will need to be a program that runs in the background and is invisible. It will need to start at boot time. Your program will need to log all keystrokes, and the logged keystrokes are stored in hidden files in hidden folders on disk. And then you'll validate that this actually works. And we have a bit of a recommended methodology and some references. And you'll see this grey box here appear sometimes when we provide the recommended programming language that should be used to solve the exercise. Now, the next exercise we'll look at is an advanced beginner level, and this is a threat hunting exercise where students will write a Yara rule that detects suspicious Windows APIs. So by the advanced beginner level, it's some of the novice exercises you would have completed will teach you how to write Yara rules. And then we've given a bit of a background, and it'll be up to you to go and do your own research on what are suspicious Windows APIs, what makes them suspicious, and write a Yara rule that can detect these, and this can help detect all sorts of malware that is using Windows APIs that are standard and commonly used on a Windows system. Now, the next exercise we'll look at is a advanced beginner penetration testing exercise where students will be required to write a tool to brute authentication pages. Now, we've got the actions and specifications listed here, and it's the same kind of layout as all of the other exercises. But by seeing these 5 exercises, you can see how they're designed and that they're 100% practical. And by completing it here, you'll have the skills, the confidence to go and immediately apply this in the field. But also, by completing these exercises, you'll have all these video demonstrations, the source code developed, that you'll have this portfolio that you can go and use it to show potential employers that, hey, this is what I can do, these are the skills I have, and land that first job in the industry, or just further your career and get a promotion. Now, let's have a look at the certificates of completion that you'll earn. And this is what you'll get for completing every single exercise in the curriculum. And this is the one that I've achieved for completing the exercise Write a Web Application that prevents clickjacking. Now, I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope it answered lots of questions you have about the MRI remote internship. Our contact information is on the screen, so you can reach out to us anytime you have any questions. We'll be happy to help. But I look forward to seeing many of you enroll in the MRI remote internship and many exercises being submitted soon. Thank you.